there YouTube, and on today's episode of College Cooking 101 we're going to cover the simplest mock Christmas dinner that I could think of, and that would be involving a few simple things like chicken, broccoli. You can really use any vegetable you want, but I'm personally using broccoli. Potatoes, I do recommend potatoes. I mean, wouldn't be Christmas dinner without it. And then salt and pepper I would recommend. I'm also going to use a bit of cayenne pepper just for flavoring, something I like to use. And then finally margarine for the potatoes and somewhat for the broccoli. Gives it a little bit of texture and flavor, helps it cook, and helps it hold in some of the other spices a bit better. And finally, obviously, you will need, what I mentioned earlier, a simple electric grill. Be perfect for cooking. This side will be perfect for cooking one meal. You can get a bigger one or cook them separately, it's up to you. Anyways, so let's get started. We have our chicken de-thawed, or mostly de-thawed. Potatoes all at the ready. Let's get ready to go. So what we're going to want to do first, probably second, but I'm going to do it first. Grab a small container for melting the butter or margarine in. That we'll be using the microwave for. Also, we're going to want to wash the potatoes and then cut them. So let's get going on that, and I'll be back in a minute. Okay, so now we have our potatoes cut, our margarine at the ready, our chicken here. Now it's just time to cut up the broccoli. Okay, so that's all done. What we're going to do now, obviously we need some heat on the grill, so we're going to plug this grill in right to the wall over here. And let that heat, wait while that heats up. Also make sure to put the fat catcher underneath, really saves you a mess on your counter, rather than, just letting the fat run all over the place. So let's close the grill and get ready for it to heat up. Okay, so our grill is all heated up. Let's open this up. You can see the nice amount of steam coming off there. So, throw your potatoes on there. Throw your broccoli on there. And finally, throw your chicken on there. Now you're going to obviously want to season stuff a bit, and you're going to wonder why I have the margarine here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pour the margarine slowly on the potatoes, and the broccoli. This will help a bit with cooking and somewhat with flavor. It'll help speed up the cooking process. Now I'm just going to add a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper, and then for the chicken is what I'm going to use cayenne pepper. Just add a little bit of something. You can use whatever you want. Now close the lid, and let's wait for this meal to cook. We're probably looking at about 12-15 minutes. You have to look at it occasionally to see how it's cooking, if you need to move stuff around, if part of it's cooking more than the other. So let's leave it for now and come back to it in a few minutes. Okay, so I'm just going to flip the chicken around a bit just to make it cook a bit more evenly. It is cooking rather heavily on certain parts. So just moving that around, and then back to cooking you go. Also going to just stir potatoes a little bit because I want them to cook a bit more evenly. Okay, now that it's partway through cooking, I'm going to show you a little trick I do to keep track of the cooking situation, especially with chicken and various other meats that can be cooking a little weird on an electric grill like this. What I personally do is I've used the knives here to cut it in half at the thickest part, as you can see here. This just helps me kind of track visually how it's cooking, how the chicken's making out, how much longer I probably need to cook it for. Unfortunately, with the electric grills, it can take a little while, but you obviously want to keep track. You don't want any pink chicken. You want to make sure it's nice and white throughout. I like it a little dry, so I'll cook it a little bit longer, but make sure at least it's completely white throughout. Alright, so the chicken should be done cooking now. I'm going to get a plate out. Now, I realize this isn't the Christmas dinner you're used to. Obviously, you're probably more used to turkey or something like that. You can actually buy turkey breast on its own. However, last time at the grocery store when I was planning on making this video, I couldn't find any turkey breast. So I made do with chicken, which surprisingly you won't be able to tell the difference between most of the time, especially when it's cooked similarly. They are very similar. So what I'm going to do just to make it a little bit more like a typical Christmas dinner, I'm going to take it off the grill here. Nice and white, and I'm just going to cut it up knife into slices here, just so it's a bit more what you're used to. Obviously, turkey dinner doesn't usually get served in breasts. Usually gets served nice and cut up, so that's what I'm going to do. Now what you're going to want to also do, I'll cover it in later videos, is you're going to want to probably add, some gravy or stuffing. I will cover how to make those in later videos. That will be done separately, just so you know. But for now, this at least will get you started with, basic Christmas dinner, so you feel like you're back at home. Alright, so there you have it, your basic college Christmas dinner. Once you add some gravy and some stuffing to that, it will feel like you're at home, even though it was grilled on an electric grill. You can do just about anything you want that way, so if you're used to, say, carrots back at home, or anything. You can make it all basically on the grill. Some of them will take a little bit longer, a little bit of creativity. Butter helps soften things up if they turn out a little too crunchy. So this is your basic college mock Christmas dinner. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Hope you enjoy your Christmas, have a great time, or not even Christmas, any holiday. Anyways, so if you like this video, like it down below, you can favorite, subscribe to the channel, watch what else I have to come up with. Like I said, I'm going to be showing how to add some gravy and stuffing to this meal soon, so it's well worth a watch. Thank you, and have a good time cooking.